The Political Spectrum, brought to you by the Stemmers Run Middle School Social Studies Department. The concept of the political spectrum is really relatively simple. Here's a line. Everybody falls on it, whether you're a radical or someone who wants immediate and drastic change, or you're a liberal, someone who wants change but wants to do it within the system. Or maybe you're a moderate, the person in the middle, someone who sees a need for change. Then there are the conservatives, someone who sees a need for change but pretty much likes the way we're doing it now. And then finally you have your reactionary, the person who wants to do things the way they were way back when. Now watch the clips of your teachers and decide who's the radical, the liberal, the moderate, the conservative, or the reactionary.
Well, I feel that kids should have uniforms. I feel like if kids dressed appropriately, they would act appropriately, and they would think appropriately. A lot of kids come to school, the way they dress is a lot of times is how they perform. So if we give kids dress codes or uniforms, I think we'll see a difference in performance.
Who am I?
I think that the way we dress is the way that we represent ourselves to the outside world. And so as individuals, we certainly have the right to dress ourselves in the way that we want, in a way that demonstrates to the world, this is who I am. At the same time, as members of an organization, we don't represent just ourselves. We represent that entire organization. And so here as students and as staff members, we are both individuals and members of the larger school organization. So I think the key is for you to balance those two together and dress yourself in a way that both says, here is who I am, but I am part of the larger.
Who am I?
Baltimore County should have a dress code where students can wear what they want to wear. As long as it's appropriate and not showing too much stuff, they should be able to dress in a comfortable manner that allows them to learn without being all stiffened.
Who am I?
Well, I think the dress code we have is great, but the problem is no one enforces it. Like, for example, the boys and their pants hanging halfway down their butt. We don't need to see their underwear. If it was enforced, we wouldn't see that. Also, the girls. The fact that they wear spaghetti straps and shorts that are so short, it leaves very little to the imagination. That is against dress code. If we enforce the 3-inch rule and the hand rule, then that would solve the problem.
Who am I?
You know, I've been looking at this here, and I think that people should be able to wear whatever they want, and I think that's great, and I pretty much wear what I want, and I think kids should be able to do the same. But, as I'm looking at this handbook, I don't think we should have, if we want to make a change to let kids do whatever they want, we can't do it so that it causes a problem. We need to work within the rules and find a way to change the rules without causing chaos in our school.
So, who was what? Who was the radical, the liberal, the moderate, the conservative, and the reactionary? Well, you probably guessed it. Mr. Weiss, he was your radical. Followed right behind him by Mr. Nesworski is our liberal. Our moderate? Yep, Mr. Oliver. Now our conservative? That's right, Miss Fuchs. And who'd have thunk it? But Miss Cannon was our reactionary, who wants to see all of you in your school uniforms.